Ain't no need to play the victim, baby. Ain't no need to be down on yourself, 'cause all your dreams are out there, baby. No need to read every book on your shelf. Yeah, your sea has opened wide. The promised land's on the other side. Yeah, they're out there. Your dreams are out there.
Hey, good evening. Doing the Robert Jeter Show, Blues in the News. Coming to you live from Miami Beach. It's in the evening, actually. I mean, I tried to do this podcast earlier, but I kept on getting interrupted. So the best thing I could do, I figured, was go out on the beach, away from the crowd, away from the madding crowd. And it's at night, so there's not a lot of people around. And so, I can walk down the beach and, give you my 3 cents, my 4 cents, what I think is going on. I mean, it's a very lovely evening in Miami. Very lovely evening indeed. So I hope wherever you are, it's a nice evening, a nice night. It's been a nice couple of days. I had to get away with my family. And it's always nice, to chill out. To get away from the news as much as possible, although it's always there, right? Anytime you look at your phone, anytime you turn on the TV, the news is always there. But it can get you down. Even though there's lots going on, I feel more and more positive all the time. I mean, seems like the main stories right now is between Kamala, who's running for president since Joe is backing out, and Trump's vice president pick, J.D. Vance. They're trying to put down J.D. as much as possible, bringing out all kinds of stories, and they're trying to build up Kamala, because all the media, all the powers that be, are trying to force us into this communist frame of mind, this Marxist frame of mind. Who would have thought 10, 15 years ago, in the United States of America, that today we would be on the edge of becoming a communist state? I mean, you see what's going on in South America all the time. I mean, Argentina, that was the big election, and everybody said it was fraud, and that the dictator, Maduro, was re-elected. But everybody knows that the fix was in. Well, the same thing here. The fix has been in, except when Trump comes along. But since Obama, the powers that be have rallied it around this whole new world order, socialist, communist, Marxist, woke, DEI, whatever you want to call it, CRT, agenda. And don't forget climate change, and they all want to make us think alike. They're always talking about equity instead of equality, because equity means whoever you are, you're just the same as the next guy, no matter what your merits are, no matter what your background is, no matter what you know. You're just a peon to be used by the powers that be. And Kamala loves this kind of stuff. She was raised with this kind of stuff. I mean, her family have a history of being Marxist and communist. And she's a radical. She knows she's a radical. She giggles all the time about it. Yes, I'm a radical. I need to change things. change things for the worst. Change things in the wrong direction. It's going left. It's going to hell. But will she get away with it? I don't think she'll get away with it. She's got too much history. And I think even the powers that be, Obama himself, even though he came out and supported her, he knows maybe she won't be able to pull it off. One thing, she giggles too much. And one thing, she said a lot of stupid stuff in the past that goes against the grain of being red, white, and blue and a true American. So, there's a honeymoon period that I think we just passed for a week or so when Joe announced, well, I can't do it anymore, thanks to having his arm twisted by his puppet master, Obama. And so Kamala was next in line, even though maybe not a perfect example of what they should have. She was there already in place with a war chest. So they said, let's go with her. But then some people say, well, the convention is coming up in a couple of weeks, and she's not going to last through the convention. Well, nobody knows for sure. But I know one thing for sure. That the assassination attempt on Trump was a setup from our own government, from our own institutions, the Secret Service, the FBI, the CIA, whatever. There's so much corruption in all those agencies, and they don't want Trump in power. In fact, there was a whistleblower from the Secret Service who said that they're going to try to kill him again. So no doubt they'll try to kill Trump again. Because see, Trump is like the redeemer for the country. And maybe a redeemer for the planet. I mean, I see him as a very important figure. In fact, I know this rabbi I follow. I've mentioned his name before in my podcast. Rabbi, I'm walking on the beach, so if sounds like I might be panting a little bit, or breathing hard, it's because I'm actually walking down the beach. And it's nighttime. Beautiful, beautiful night. There are buildings on the right of me, lit up, but to the left of me is the Atlantic Ocean. And I see a few boats out there with lights on. But it's really just me walking the beach, talking to you on this podcast live from Miami. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, but this rabbi I know, Rabbi Mendel Kessin, who believes that Trump is the redemption of Esau, however you want to pronounce his name. He was the brother of Jacob. You remember in the Bible, Jacob had the 12 sons, became the tribes of Israel. Well, his brother, they didn't get along too well, because Jacob was the righteous one. And Esau was the one who, married out of the faith, so to speak. He married pagan women, messed around a lot. And, not the best dude. It was rough. And, but in the end, when you're talking about the end days, it seems like he will be redeemed, that he will come back as a righteous person and help his brother Yaakov. And indeed, Trump has helped the Jewish state and the Jews so much, even though he doesn't get enough recognition for it. Even among the Jews, there's so many Jews who are blinded by the light, blinded by their tradition of staying democratic. I don't know. My grandfather was Democratic. My mother was Democratic. Yeah. But it's not the same Democratic Party, is it? It's gone completely to the left. Completely downhill. And still, there are a lot of Jews who don't see it yet. I mean, a lot are switching over, are seeing the light. But I'm not sure how many. But I'm just saying, that is going to come to a head. Justice will be served. So far, justice has not been really served because all the bad guys have gotten away with it so far and continue to get away with it. I mean, the Congress right now, the House is really drilling for answers concerning the last assassination attempt on Trump. And will they get to the bottom of it? Well, I think they're getting close. Because it's obvious that it was a setup. Even though they're not going to tell you who was really responsible. Like, they're not going to give you the name of the guy who was totally in charge of that operation in Pennsylvania on July the 13th. You know it's a setup. But things will turn around for the better, and justice will be served. And if God protected Trump last time, when they tried to kill him, I think he will continue to protect him. Because I think he's meant to do great things. Not only for this country, but for the world. Because where the United States goes, the world goes, because it has so much influence globally. And of course, Iran wants to stop it. China wants to stop him. Russia wants to stop him. But Trump, he's Superman. Yes, indeed. Oh, what a gorgeous night. Well, anyway, I'm not going to talk too much more on my podcast. I'll talk to you later. But I think I've said enough. And I've taken a nice walk down the beach. And I really enjoyed it. So wherever you are, I hope you enjoy your evening. And just remember, love and peace is the answer. And hate is the enemy. Robert Jeter on the Blues and the News. I'm signing off. And be well. Talk to you soon.
I've seen my horoscope, I know about my sign, but I don't know where I'm going to, or if I got time. Still I wonder, while there's two sides of gloom, could be I am a cosmic tune. If you have no will, you're Wait, I think I hear a cosmic